Namaskar, dear students, dear viewers. Today, I, Harsh Inania, Assistant Professor in Government Law College, Ajmer, is present before you to discuss Section 11 of the Right to Information Act. Dear viewers, so far we have studied the Right to Information Act in a very efficient manner till Section 10. Section 11 specifically sets out the situation in which the Central Public Information Officer or the State Public Information Officer receives a request for information or a record, and in which that particular information or record is supplied by a third party, and that third party treats that particular information or record as a confidential record. So here what happens is, we do follow the principles of natural justice. So our system has adopted that. So our Indian legal system here also takes care of that. So therefore the parliament has enacted this particular provision which gives opportunity to the third party as well as the interest of the applicant is also taken care of. So now, since that particular information is treated as confidential by the third party, what happens? Now, here the particular information has to be provided in public interest. So, we'll see the public interest also, and as well as we'll see what that particular third party has in particular to say. Okay, so within the 5 days time of the request for information, the public information officers, that is to say the Central Public Information Officer and the State Public Information Officer, will send a notice to the third party, and therewith making a particular note that they are going to disclose the information. Okay, the public information officers will send a notice to the third party stating that they are going to reveal the information. So if you want to submit something, this is the time, come and submit before us. Okay, and the submissions, if any, made by the third party will always be considered before making a decision in this regard. So here, whatever third party has to say will be taken into consideration. Now, let's see the proviso of this particular section 11's subsection 1. The proviso states that what happens is, the public interest are paramount for our consideration. So therefore, only two exceptions are given, that is commercial and trade secrets. So the commercial and trade secrets, if the information is somewhat relating to it, or if it is going to reveal the commercial or the trade secret of a particular third party, then the information will not be disclosed. Okay, only in this situation. What happens in the other part of this proviso is this, that if the public interest outweighs the interest or interest of the third party. So if any injury or a harm is caused to the third party, and here the public interest outweighs this particular situation, then the interest of the public at large will be taken care of. So the collective rights are more important. Yet again, we have seen this situation. So now, since the Central Public Information Officer or the State Public Information Officer has sent a notice to the third party declaring that they are going to disclose the information. Now, what happens here is this, that within the 10 days time of the receipt of that notice. The third party will be given an opportunity to make a representation against the proposed disclosure. So, what happens is the interest of the third party are also taken care of, and he has a right to make representation, and as sufficient time has been given to that particular third party, and that is 10 days from the receipt of the notice by that third party. I think I have made this very clear. Now, moving on to the next part of this particular section, the Section 7 of the Right to Information Act provides a time limit to provide the information, in which we had seen that the information has to be provided within a time span of 30 days. Also, if the information relates to the life or personal liberty of any person, then the information has to be provided expeditiously within 48 hours. Okay, so the primary motto of the Right to Information Act is to provide the information firstly as expeditious as possible, and if not and if that particular information revelation is not possible in an expeditious manner, then it may be extended to 30 days. So, at the first instance, you must provide the information expeditiously. If not possible, then the maximum limit is 30 days. Thereafter, if that particular information relates to life and personal liberty, that has to be provided expeditiously. Then it may be extended to a maximum limit of 48 hours. So, the reason for me to review this particular section 7 is if you read the section 11 very carefully, you will find that the last part, the second last part of the section 11 has an overriding effect over section 7. So the maximum time limit here by reason of section 11 is 40 days. So what will be done in that? The Central Public Information Officer or the State Public Information Officer will reveal will particularly reveal that it has decided whether it is going to make the proposed disclosure or not from the 40 days time of the receipt of the request for information. And if that particular notice has been sent to the third party, only then that decision will be taken, and the notice which is sent to the third party will specifically set out that whatever decision has been made, that particular decision will also be sent in the form of notice to the third party. And in the notice it will be disclosed that whether the decision has been made in favor or whether the decision is against the interest of the third party. Finally, the notice will also contain a particular statement as to that third party has a right to prefer an appeal under section 19. Thank you, dear viewers, for listening. Have a good day.